Hey VC, how's it going? Right, okay, this is the Vinyl Finds video. Just been down to Devon with the family just for a few days. A mate of mine was getting married down there, so we've been down there for the wedding. And of course, but I had a day, so yeah, had a chance to visit a record shop. So there's a lovely little shop in Brixham, which is just a few miles away from where we were staying. We were staying in Torquay, so just along the coast, a little town called Brixham. And there's a great little shop there. So a few years ago it changed hands. It had been there for a while, wasn't too good, new owners taking it on, and yeah, I really like it. As I say, I've been there a couple of times now, and each time I've had some good stuff. I think the prices are fair, and quite often the owner will get the Discogs page up and sort of justify his prices to you. Usually things are priced up below the median, so you know, you can't say any fairer than that. Everything that I picked up was reggae on this occasion, but I do think the stock is interesting. Clearly a decent turnover stock as well, which is what you want when you're visiting these sort of places. It's only a small, very narrow shop, and I've taken some footage, so yeah, see what you think anyway. So starting off with this is Junior Goldado with the album Taste of the Young Heart. So this is late 70s roots reggae. The vinyl is in great shape. You can see the sleeve has a little bit of staining on it, but yeah, so yeah, pleased to find this. Never seen this one before. It's on Dennis Brown's label. It's produced by Dennis Brown, and it's just a great late 70s roots reggae record. I've played this quite a lot since I got back, and yeah, definitely one worth checking out. I'm really pleased to find that. And also from the reggae section, I found this album. This is Jack the Ripper by Junior English. Again, late 70s. Now, Junior English is an interesting artist because I really like his vocal style. He sang in that that falsetto, that high falsetto, very much reminiscent of Curtis Mayfield. You can really hear the Curtis Mayfield influence in his music. He actually covered a lot of Curtis's tunes as well, and he does so on this record. He opens with a version of Billy Jack. Right, so at the front of the shop, you'll have seen from the clip that just showed, it's quite a narrow shop. To the rear is a lot of unpriced stuff. So you've got all the normal sections: soul, funk, you know, reggae, country, you know, rock and pop, new wave, etc. in the main body of the shop. Then out the back, he's got some 45s, which are all priced up. But then there's LPs, which he hasn't got around to pricing yet. So you do have a little bit of that digging experience as well, just trying to, you know, find a little gem in there. I mean, if you do find anything, he is going to price it up. He's going to look at Discogs, of course, but as I say, I think his prices are fair. And I did that going through the stuff at the back of the shop, and I found two records. So first up is this is Trafalgar Square by Pablo Gad. Again, a really nice late 70s roots reggae record. Now, I'm never one really for coloured vinyl, but this is on Burning Sounds, and I do have a bit of a soft spot for the red vinyl pressings that came out on Burning Sounds in the late 70s. So that's one there. And same again here. This is a compilation called Love in the Bush. Again on Burning Sounds. Again, it's on that red vinyl. Yeah, and I don't know what it is. I've always been attracted to these pressings, but I say modern colour vinyl doesn't really do it for me, but I really do like these. But they're very cool. right. I was saying before, actually, just quickly showing that I've got a real soft spot for reggae comps. I think it's a great way to learn about the genre. I mean, there's so much stuff out there, and even now, you know, just coming up with stuff which I've never heard before, and this is no exception. This is a cheap comp. I think this cost about a tenner, and a few artists on here that I know of, people like Ronnie Davis, the Maytones, Hortense Ellis, but I don't have a great deal of their stuff, so a comp like that is really good. And I did buy a handful of 12s. I'll only show one today, I'll show the rest in another video. But this is a 12 on the K&K Records label. It's a track called Princess by the Albions. You can see that somebody's graffitied the sleeve a little bit there. And what I do particularly like is this was clearly owned by somebody called Dave, but at some point he's given it to Sue. So Sue has crossed out Dave's name and written her own name there, Sue. So I'm now going to cross out Sue's name and write John on it. But yeah, so I didn't know what this was when I saw it in the bins. I didn't pay a massive amount for this. But I actually went back to the shop. We're back in Brixham just for an hour or so, and I did pop back in and pick this up because I checked it out online, and it's a lovely sort of, I think late 70s, early 80s, I suppose it's a lovers rock tune. But yeah, very soulful, very chilled, very laid back, and I think of all of the records that I picked up that day, this is the one that I played the most. And finally, so you've seen some footage of the shop. I'm just going to show a little bit of footage of Brixham Harbour itself. I do love Brixham. It's probably one of my favourite places in the world. And over the top of that, you're going to hear this. This is obviously a stone cold classic reggae record, East of the River Nile by Augustus Pablo. I think came out in about 77. This is a pressing from 81, as you can see from the hype sticker on the front there. Yeah, great, obviously instrumental, I suppose, dub reggae record, obviously drenched in Augustus Pablo's melodica playing. So if you don't like the melodica, if you don't like that sort of children's instrument, which you can see him playing on the front there, you're not going to like this. But it's a brilliant record. Not sure whether it's his best record, but one that I've never owned, so really pleased to find that, I say, in my trip to Rich's Mix. So there you go, cheers.